What's going on? It's Flix and Comix Live, and I am here to have a good time with y'all. Hold on one second. Hey Agu, what's up? So it's been a couple of weeks since I posted anything, and that's because it's a good reason. It's not because I just wanted to, leave and without a word and not say anything. Okay. That's never the case. It's always work. It's usually work and or the storage situation. But yeah, I had to go off to spring training. It's for those of you that follow the channel, you all know that I do work in baseball. So there are certain times of the year that they get crazier than others for me. And it had been going steady for a bit, so I had more time on my hands during the off season. But now that things are ramping up for spring training, it's a little crazier. That's why I was like gone for a few weeks there. But yeah, so I had to go out to Arizona and basically prep for spring training. I call it my spring training. We all call it, like my whole team calls it spring training, even though it's not. It's like a couple weeks before that. Right now is when spring training is actually happening, but we do a lot of like video prep work for it and promote it and stuff like that. And we film stuff for the rest of the year since we have the players there, it's like very accessible for us. So that's what we do. But I just got back not that long ago, so like a couple days ago. So it's been like a whole thing where I'm just kind of getting, back into the groove of things. And yeah, my apartment's still a mess because of the storage situation. I still have a bunch of boxes here and still prepping to sell, guys. So that's what I wanted this live to kind of be. I just wanted to update everybody on what's going on with me and yeah, again, let you guys know that I didn't, just fall off the face of the planet randomly. I was just busy. But let's see, one person watching and one like. Yay, 100%. 100%. But yeah, so kind of wanted to tell you guys also what's coming up for the channel. I do want to continue with these live streams, so that'll keep going. I think my next one I'm going to do is horror, the hunger for horror. So you can look forward to that. I'm going to be watching the Psycho sequels. I already watched 1 and 2 the other day. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It's my first watching the sequels. So yeah, part 2 was surprising to me. I actually really liked it, which I was not expecting. So yeah, crazy. But definitely gonna dive into those later. And then as for comics, I've just been reading Hush. You guys know that I've just started not that long ago. I still got to go back to the library as well to go pick up Ice Cream Man. I had read the first 3 volumes, but I want to continue with that. I think there are like 3 more or something like that. But they did have a lot of them there, so gonna go pick those up. And what's nice about the library too is not only that it's free, but it's also they have a really good variety there. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to check out more from the library. And also like they have a great Blu-ray library too. So I think last time I had picked up Brazil, the movie Brazil, and it was an Arrow release and it had like all the special features and everything. And it was just shocking to see how many Arrow releases they had there. So yeah, definitely look into your guys' libraries. It's a pretty awesome and underrated to go to a library these days when like physical media is being phased out. Sadly, I've been seeing a lot of posts on Instagram about and on YouTube about like the whole Best Buy situation, getting rid of their physical media, and it's just so sad. I kind of went through that once I found out it was officially happening. I went through it a while back because both of my local Best Buys, they phased it out a long time ago, even before the announcement. So I had already gone through my grief, but um seeing all these posts now is kind of funny because it's like, damn, I feel that. I feel that pain. Hey Perry, what's up? How you doing? Um but yeah, what else can I tell you guys? Let me take a little sip here. Cheers of energy because I'm in need. So yeah, spring training trip was fun. A lot of work, but it was fun. I got a couple of hats. This one's pretty cool. Out in Scottsdale. This is the one that the players wear out there. So yeah, I like that. I gotta get back into my hat wearing game because like I used to. If you guys followed me for a while, I have like a whole collection of hats. What don't I have a collection of? Gosh, I'm such a collector, guys. But yeah, I have a lot of hats that I used to wear like hats. I think on almost every video. And the only reason I kind of stopped was because I got this like weird haircut that I didn't like, and I had to earlier in this year, and it was just making I don't know, it made for a weird like hat, um, what do you call it? Combo, like hair and hat combo. So I didn't like it. And so I was like, I'll give the hats a break and just put my hair up. But it's growing out now, so I kind of dig the hat thing again. August says, should I ask you for a Mariners hat? You're funny. You're funny. But oh, and then also wanted to mention Saturday yesterday. Gosh, can't believe it was just yesterday. It feels like a long time ago already, or like last week or something. I don't know what's happening with me in time right now, but I was on GMan's channel and Robert and um freaking oh my gosh, it was such a blast, guys. You guys know Gore Vidal? Go check out his channel. I'll leave links below after the stream is over. But we went live on Robert's channel and I kind of surprised Gore. He didn't know it was gonna pop on, and oh man, it was so good talking to him. Like I got to see his actual face, guys. Y'all don't know. I've been talking to him for years, like on YouTube, like through comments and stuff, or you know, um, and it was just such a pleasure, and it was a real good time. Just Carlito was there. A lot of people were just hanging out. It was awesome. It was really really fun. So I would go check that out too. Like I said, I'll leave links below, but definitely fun stuff. I want to do more of that, and I was telling them like I would like that's eventually what I want to do with the channel is and I think I told you Perry too, but eventually I do want to bring people on. I'm just trying to like figure out the whole live thing and like what would be best and what how to approach it first because like I've been testing the waters the past few months on my channel with these different shows that I've been doing, and some of them do well, and then others don't do as well, which is expected. Like my horror one doesn't do as well, but it's like my baby. That's the one I like doing the most. So it's kind of that give and take where it's like, I'll do stuff that's more popular for other people, or other people may enjoy it more than I even do, but then there's, like, the passion projects, I guess, that I don't know, I just don't really care about. You know me, I don't really care about views to begin with, and that's kinda what we were talking about yesterday on the show as well. Like, it kind of all depends on just what fuels you, like, what fuels your passions and stuff, and, that's what I do at least. So, yeah, this whole year, it's not really been about, "Oh, let's try to get this many subs or this many views." I've just been dabbling and seeing what I like to do most and just kinda going with it without a care. And I've found that I've enjoyed it a lot more than, "Oh my god, I gotta edit this video now real quick," like, "Oh, let's get this out. Let's just get this out," you know? it becomes kind of a job if you do it the other way. So I do want to keep or at least try to do more edited videos because I do love the edited stuff too, but it just takes a lot longer. And um, things should be slowing down here for me probably end of April. So technically, it should be slowing down end of March, but my sister's wedding is mid-April, so it's gonna get a little hectic for me then too. So yeah, end of April, I'm gonna start doing more edits, and I'm going to start selling stuff on here. Um, do like a little garage sale type of show and invite people on to sell Agu, if you want to sell. I heard you saying last night that you wanted to kind of downsize. So yeah, anyone who wants to sell stuff, you all are more than welcome. Just hit me up, and then, like I said, start getting ready because end of April is when I'm gonna really start kind of focusing more on that. Um, I'm also just like organizing and prepping for that too. So yeah, just kind of a quick update there. What else? Oh, I went to watch Dune 2 last night and I don't guys, I think I'm like the only person that doesn't care about Dune. I only went to watch it because I watched the first one and I just didn't care about it. But the preview to the second one looked cool. And if you guys watch my on the reel, like I think I talked about it on there where, I was actually kind of excited to see it because the preview like looked interesting to me. It looked more my cup of tea than the first one did. But um I went last night and I liked it. I don't get the hype. I really don't. It's very artistic and visually stunning, absolutely. But I just don't I guess I just don't really care about like the storyline. I don't know. There's something just didn't grab me the way that other sci-fi and um movies of that genre do. It's kind of weird because I typically like that kind of stuff, but I don't know. I'm always thinking like, man, the whole like this could be cut down, and that's just annoying for me because of my editor brain that does that, just wants to kind of cut these movies down because there's just so many shots of like vibrating sand, and I'm just like, I my brain checks out. And so like the whole second act, I was like nodding off a little bit. But I would say the beginning and the first act and the third act were best, but I don't know, even at its best, I just didn't really care. I don't know. That's just my take. August says, "I'll hit you up for sure. I might need a pro tip or two." A pro tip about what? Spelling? Hey, oh my gosh, it's amazing, Murph. How are you? An OG of the community, guys. An OG. Yeah, right? Um, it's funny because like you probably know Gore Vidal. I was saying that like he's been somebody I've talked to for a long time, and Murph as well. Murph's been around for actually since before I started YouTube. So yeah, I did take that like 2-year hiatus. That's why like when I randomly, leave for like 2 weeks or whatever, I feel bad because I'm like, damn, I probably scarred my audience because I left for 2 years. So like they never know when I'm gonna come back again. I'm sorry, guys. Um, you are an OG, definitely. I still remember it was, oh man, I think TiVo back in the day, and then NY Warriors. Who else back then? The Doom. Me, Doom, and Alex the Comic Quarter were around the same time, 2016, I think, and then or 2015 or 2016. No, 2016. But I had been watching a lot of people, Don the comic book junkie. He was one of the first people I found, and that was back then when I was working night shift. I was at UFC, I was working night shift, and that's kind of why I found the comic book YouTube community, because I I was, like, up so late once I would get back from work, and there was nothing to do at that hour. So, I remember, it kinda started because I was looking for unboxings of, I wanna say it was Nintendo 3DS, uh, and because I wanted to just see reviews on it, because I was considering buying one. And so I searched for it, and I was finding all these, like, unboxing videos. I was like, "Oh, this is cool." And I somehow got sucked into people just opening Nintendo handheld consoles, and I just was addicted to it. I don't know why, and then that kind of veered off, and I was like, "I wonder if people do, like, these types of videos for comic books." And then that's when I remember vividly, like, typing in "comic book collector," um, yeah, I just think I just put "comic book collector," and then I discovered a whole new world. This is funny. Uh, yes, The Great Legend Show, for sure. He was, like, the first one that ever did, like, a single person live show from in the comic book community. 'Cause I remember he said that he was, like, coming from video gaming background. So, that was always cool to see him do his OBS thing. Hack. What's up, Hack? Oh, yeah, no, it was cool. It was chill. Had a good time. Had a good time. Yeah. It's nice seeing you back in the community too, because I also took a break, and it's nice being back and seeing familiar faces. Because yeah, I think a lot of people left too, or stopped kind of around the time I did for a little bit. Um, but yeah, I just needed that break, a lot of stuff was happening, and it was crazy. It was a crazy time. I moved, a lot of stuff happened, and you know, sometimes you need a breather. Merv says, "Fun times for sure. So many channels to watch. John is a fun dude, or Don is a fun dude to watch." Yeah, yeah, he's still going strong too. He's still going strong. I like seeing his IG posts of, like, him going to swap meet and stuff and catching some good deals. And then he's, like, collecting movies too. I feel like me and him have a lot of very similar, like, likes and collecting styles. Obviously, his collection's, like, way more vast than mine, but, our interests are very similar. Max says, "I'm really enjoying it this time, but I'm just really grinding the hours now and subs. I need 2 goals or I'll just get bored with it." See, I'm kind of the opposite right now, but I get where you're coming from, and it's good to be driven like that for anything you do. But I think right now, because my work's going, like, I'm putting all that kind of effort into my work right now, so it's hard for me to just do that for everything right now. So I'm using YouTube more as kind of just to chill and do whatever the heck I want without worrying about, like, gotta be the best, grind, grind, grind. You know what I mean? So for me, it's just kind of like I just hop on here to talk to you all and kind of unwind, and if I want to use it as a creative outlet, um, I'll do an edit for you all, but I haven't done that in a while because, again, it's like I'm putting a lot of my efforts elsewhere right now. But I tend to go back and forth. When it's not crazy at work, I'll go hard here. But I only have so much energy. So yeah, I do what I can, do what I can. But no, your channel's been growing, so that's great. I'm glad that you're able to, keep going strong, even after the hiatus. I have more fun with IG these days. It's easier too. Yeah, I was talking to some peeps yesterday about that because we were talking about they mentioned how there's not a ton of women doing the comic book stuff. And I was like, what's crazy? Like, there are a lot of women doing it on IG, but not really on YouTube. There are, but not as many. And I've actually gone and kinda, like, asked some of them that don't do the YouTube thing, and a lot of times they're just like, "Oh, it's a lot more work." And I get that. It's definitely true. It's definitely true. It takes a lot more out of your life. Um, but I like to think that it's worth it because, like, I've made so many friends on here that actually freaking understand, like, me and what I like and stuff. Because it's hard to find that in real life, like, just out and about. So for me, it's worth it. And on Instagram, you can do that too, but I feel like there's something about seeing the person speaking and even going live with them and stuff. It's a little more intimate in that way, like a little more personable or personal. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but I do wish there were more ladies in the community with me. Um, yeah, but yeah, this is my chill time for sure. But I definitely, encourage you to, keep going and do your thing for sure. Um, yeah, but what else? Oh, so back to Dune 2. Oh, I also got this while I was at the theater. I posted on Instagram, but Slimer bucket. I had to. I got both of them too. I couldn't resist. Let me open this one. I freaking love Cinemark, guys. Like, they're my favorite theater, I think. I mean, come on, look at this. Booty. It's huge. Ugh, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but it's gonna be in my kitchen, just like sitting there. But yeah, this one's still freaking full of popcorn, so I'm just gonna be munching on that. But yeah, dude, I feel like it's just not really for me. Um, I love Timothy Chalamet. I've been raving about him since I don't know, Call Me by Your Name, I think. If he hasn't already won an Oscar, he, like, really needs one. I still need to watch Wonka. Very true, the women contributors seem low these days. Yeah, it's funny too, like, when I first started, I feel like there were a few more, and then no, sorry, when I was just watching, there were a couple more, in the community, and then once I started, they were kind of, like, phasing out a little bit, like, they didn't continue, and then for a while there, it was just, like, me, and then, because back then, the community was really small, but then, like, a year or 2 later, it was just like kaboom, like, a lot more you would see a lot more girls, um, and I think right now, there's Lady F, for sure, but and then Nearing Nirvana. They came around a little later too. So, yeah, Nearing Nirvana is awesome. Hey, Big Remo. Hey, Big Remo, did you see the big I don't know. No, you're probably a little more south than me, but there's a huge rainbow. Pull it up. Double rainbow. Ah, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there you go. Cool is that? It's been raining all freaking weekend. Nice curls. Thanks. Actually, I appreciate the comment because I literally just bought some like shampoo for my curls yesterday and I used it this morning. So they should be bouncy. Shoot. Okay, what else was I gonna update y'all on? Mm, storage stuff. Probably take a trip to Vegas. in a couple weeks to pick up more stuff. But like I said, I still need to organize here so that I can start selling end of April. There was this one gal who had different colored hair and did thrift store hauls. For the life of me, I know who you're talking about. I used to watch her too. She was awesome. Didn't she have a kid? Oh, I'm trying to think of it too. Dang it, I can't remember either. But she was cool. And Cat Ren. Cat Ren came around the same time as me, I think. Who else? Mm, yeah, I liked she had some, like, witty, like, commentary that I really liked. Yeah, I can't think of it. Dang it. I'm getting old. We're getting old. PB, what's going on? Oh, I was also gonna update you guys about my UFC stuff because I've stopped for the time being again because I was gone. I was taking so many trips to Vegas too because of the storage situation. So I had missed one pay-per-view while I was in Vegas. And then I missed another pay-per-view because I was, working for spring training, and I was in Arizona. So and then I'm gonna miss the next pay-per-view because it'll be my sister's wedding night. So, yeah. No UFC content for a little bit, maybe for another month, but I should be able to catch all the pay-per-views after that. I mean, technically, I could probably get away with doing some of the smaller events, but those are almost every weekend. I don't know if I can, like, commit to that, because I have all my other shows to do. But the UFC stuff's really fun. I love doing that on this channel, even though it's, like, out of nowhere, but again, I'm just doing stuff I like lately, and I'm having a blast with it, so yeah. Cat. Is she still doing stuff? Let me see. I'll look later. She was fun too. Miss Hustle, yes, she was awesome. Loved her too. Um, yeah, well, you know, the moral of the story is we need more ladies in the community. So if y'all are listening, I've done this before on this channel where I'm like, please make yourself known. I know it's a whole thing to like put videos of yourself online and stuff, and that takes the whole like process of, you know, like programming your brain to understand like it's not as scary as it seems. But at least leave a comment. At least leave a comment so that I know that you're watching and that maybe you're a collector too. That would be nice. Life does take precedence over definitely. It's always health comes first and life situations. Things come up. You got to handle it and then come back to cuz like I see YouTube as fun and that's how I always want to see it. Like it's like just another one of my hobbies. Plus I love video in general, so it's like a win-win for me cuz I get to talk about things I love and also do video work at the same time. Well, thank you. Uh, what? Oh man, I'm trying to remember the name of the shampoo. So maybe they could sponsor me, but I can't remember it. So that's not going to happen. It was a popcorn. Hey, Las Cruces, what's going on? How are you? So, all right. Is that it? Is that all I have for you guys? I haven't bought anything recently. honestly. 'Cause I've just been working like crazy. But oh, what's going on? How are you? A signature king. When did you change your name? You changed it? Did you change it before my hiatus or during? Hmm. But all right. I think that's about it. It was just gonna be a quick update. Um, I haven't been to the movies. The only thing I saw was Dune 2, and that's just like yesterday. So I'm behind on so much right now. Oh, I did finish watching The Walking Dead. Y'all, okay. That's honestly become one of my favorite shows of all time. I mean, the last season really sucked, and a couple of seasons before that sucked, but at its peak, that's like must-watch television. It was just amazing, and I know I'm like a decade behind on that. But dude, it was so good. It was so good. Joseph, what's going on? How you feeling? You've been you've been through a lot. You've been through the ringer lately. But I saw that Back to the Future 2, the man I was gonna call it The Mandalorian. Oh, that's the nerd brain mesh. Little mashup. Mandalorian. During, okay. I was like, "Alright." I think I had seen it. Did you change it on Instagram too? I seen it somewhere. I like that though. Signature King. I was really into hunting down Sigs for a little bit too there, but I've kinda slowed down a lot. Um, oh, speaking of which, are you guys gonna go to any cons? I don't think I have any lined up, but there's one horror con in Pasadena that I might go to if the schedule permits. But I don't think I'm gonna be doing San Diego Comic-Con. The whole storage situation really like put me behind. Like now I'm getting back to where things should be in terms of like my finances and stuff, but I had to take so many trips down there that were unplanned. So that ate into my budget in some respects because I didn't really, I also didn't want to dig into like my savings. So I was like cutting down on like spending costs for in general. So I was like, oh, there go the cons that I was thinking of going to, and STCC was one of those. But I have recouped it. Um, Now that it's been what, 2 months later, I have recouped it. So technically I can go, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I guess I have to see like what the panels. I don't know. I don't know. I'll think about it. But that Pasadena Horror Con looked cool. What did you think of it, PV? Big Lion Cat, what's going on? Big Remo. I've watched the original Dune numerous times. Do I need to watch the new ones? I heard the old one is not good, but I've never watched it, so that's like unfair of me to say, but that's what I've heard. I'll probably watch it at some point, but I went into part 2 giving it a chance because I really didn't care for the first one, and I kind of felt very similarly to the second one. I didn't care about it. It's just not my bag. I just don't. I understand why people enjoy it. I don't know. I feel like I could have cut that thing down a lot. So much. It's hard for me to watch those long movies, like, it's a very similar issue I had with Justice League, the Zack Snyder one. It's like, "Oh my god, what time is it?" Like, I kid you not, I was like this watching Dune 2, I had, like, my hoodie on, I was just, like, curled up, and I took a little 15-minute nap, and I don't think I missed much, but, it was alright. Yes, it's much better. Yeah, I would say it's probably better, but who knows, you know? You didn't hear it from me. You didn't hear it from me. Been good and so glad to be out of the hospital and healing. Yes, I'm glad too. That's hospital is just mm-mm. It's it's just a scary place. At least in my eyes it is. A lot of people's eyes, I think. Yeah, how you been, big lion cat? How you been? Yeah, I think I'm in the minority with my whole like not caring. I think Jeff was with me. Cantonese comic kid. We were talking about it yesterday and he seemed to agree, but I think he's the only one that I know that has agreed with me. Which is okay, you know? You can't like them all. And like I said, I love Timothy Chalamet and I love Zendaya too. And they definitely have chemistry too. I know they're like BFFs in real life or whatever, but they're cute. Not just pearls. 3 hours. Woof. Okay, it's funny because like, I can accept it if it's, like, an older movie that runtime, you know, for, like, the old saga, like, type movies. I I get it back then, but these days, you guys, there is no need. I was thinking of going to Terrificon, but I probably won't. Where's that one at? Terrificon. Gore, what's going on? You napping during Dune? Dang it, he heard me. Yes, I was. But it was a good nap. It was a great nap. You know, now I know if I ever need, you know, some help sleeping, I know what to watch. And for that, I love it. I was delighted and grateful to see you yesterday. Thank you for trying. I no, I was telling them earlier, like that was such an awesome experience. Like Gore, I've known Gore for years now on YouTube. Um, I remember when he started his channel too and started, you know, doing more videos and stuff and like it's just it's so cool. It was such a cool experience. If you guys didn't catch it, I was on, GMan's channel. We were all on GMan's channel, and I surprised Gore by popping on. And yeah, it's just such a pleasure. Such a pleasure. Had a great time. Carlito was there too. Just a bunch of cool peeps. Bunch of cool peeps. It's moments like that where I'm just like really proud and really happy to be a part of the community, you know? Because I was also telling them that like it's just hard to meet people in real life that have those same interests and understand like the way we are, you know? It is kind of rare. It's rare to find. So, you know, that's the special thing about the YouTube comic community or movie community as well. Um, but it was awesome. It was really cool. Uh, 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 uh. Hey, Lady F, what's going on? What is happening? You know, earlier we were talking about the ladies in the community and what happened during that 2-year hiatus that I took. I feel like where are they at besides nearing Nirvana? I feel like it's just is it just you and I now? Like what happened? I feel like the blip happened. Okay, that's kind of mean to say, huh? Is it? I don't know. It's Connecticut. Okay, Connecticut. Gotcha. 3 hours in the 80s is brutal. I guess it's brutal. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I remember watching Ben-Hur during film class, and it was a screening. I took the greatest nap during Ben-Hur. It's a fantastic movie. I love it, but it's also great for napping because you don't miss anything. Uh, yes. Oh, he got a sideshow piece. You guys go to Joseph Canales' Instagram to see his DeLorean sideshow. That's what it's called, right? Sideshow. It takes up almost my. I saw that. The thing's huge. Hot toy. Okay, Hot Toys. Is that the same as sideshow? I forget. That's awesome. Congrats on that piece. That's a beauty. I missed it. Yeah, go check it out. Go check it out. It was great seeing Gore's face finally too. You know, it's cool. I need to meet all of you guys in person now. That's what we need to do. And we need to watch Fright Night. I have to mention it every time. Never gonna live it down until you watch it. Of course. No, like, yeah, you've always supported my channel, and I mean we support each other in that way. So yeah. I always enjoy like hearing your takes on stuff, and you add a lot of value to every stream, even if it's mostly teasing me, which I love. Okay. It's hilarious, I think. So yeah, keep doing what you do. I love it. We all love it. Right? Oh yeah. It's really important, I think. It's really important to just like I don't know. I don't know why it's so hard in real life though. Like I was thinking about that the other day. I guess because here you just put yourself out there, like put your passions out there and people can find you. But I don't know. I've been having a really hard time like since I moved out here. In Vegas, I feel like it was a little bit easier. It was still hard there too, but once I moved out here, it's like I don't know, anybody, and it's even when I do mention, "Oh, yeah, I collect comic books," or, you know, "I love horror," or whatever, look at me weird, like, every time, and I'm like, "What age are we living in?" I feel judged. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, K-pop junkie. Um, did she start doing more videos while I was gone? Probably, because I remember when I left, she was mostly, like, just hanging out in, like, the streams and chats. Comic Girl 19. That sounds familiar. I don't know, though. Let me see. What? Comic Girl 19. Oh, I do remember her from a long time ago. But I don't think I followed her a ton. But I knew of her. I remember. The original Dune is really campy. Is it? Wait, watch me like that one? Dude, don't tempt me. I should just watch it tonight and put out a video saying why the 80s Dune is better than the new one. Oh my god, I'll get so much hate probably. I read the Dune book and I've seen the old and new Dunes. Okay, lady, let us know. Lady F, let us know. What do you think is the best way of consuming Dune? I haven't seen this. Okay. Psh, psh, psh. I'm open to watching the new ones. I mean, I don't know. Do you like sci-fis? Like, I would say pass if you don't like sci-fi because it's yeah, Gore's a keeper. Sure is, sure is. Can I nap during Fright Night? How dare you? How dare you? Lady F. Gore has not seen Fright Night. I'm like telling everybody. Very insightful fellow. Except for Fright Night. Jojo is taller than I expected. Yes, I am. I am. I'm 5'8", y'all. I'm 5'8". It's taller than the average lady. Oh, show. Finally seeing Gore's face was awesome. Yeah. Gore, you need to do a podcast, like a legit podcast. And just, you know how you were like, everything I do is dependent on mood? That's how your podcast should be. Just like, you never know what the next episode's gonna be, but you're gonna like tell us all about everything. Every single thing about the topic is gonna be like, boom, boom, boom. You know, it's gonna be like a master class in that given subject. Just do that. Ah, yeah, for sure. For sure. Especially out here. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, especially out here. Have to go. It was nice to say, okay, bye, big lion cat. Thanks for visiting. It's easier for us to be genuine on YouTube because there are no expectations. I guess so. I don't know. Honestly, like, I could think about this all day, and I have thought about it all day before. Like, I guess because you're more inclined to engage with somebody that is clearly like passionate about something, and if you feel like you can relate to that, then you're going to be talking you'll reach out to, right? But damn, I don't know, like it's so different. It's so different in real life. I don't know, cuz I guess you could argue the opposite too, where it's like there are several people, like I used to be like that where I would just watch and not engage, like a lurker, you know? Cool. Oh, comic book girl 19. She's crazy smart and I love her takes on things like Dune or X-Men. I think, yeah, I think the last time I watched one of her videos was, and I think that's kind of why I didn't continue watching, was only because she was going through like it was like a readathon kind of thing where she just read and reviewed like I don't remember what series it was. But she did like a very thorough thing, and I was like, "Oh, I don't wanna watch this because I eventually wanna read this." I forget what series it was, but yeah. I should check her out again. I enjoyed the original Dune. Oh, hot take. Alright, now I'm really gonna watch the original Dune. If Gore says that. Okay, okay. Y'all are convincing me now. Okay, Lady F says reading the book is the best way. Okay, interesting. Maybe I might pick it up then. Hmm. Dune was my favorite movie for a long time as a kid. no! Dude, okay, so Lady F, you're gonna get in on this then because we're trying to all, like, watch the movie. We're gonna, do kinda like a hangout. I guess through Amazon, there's a way you could do it. I've never done it, but GMan Robert was trying to, like, do it the other day to get it. He was having technical issues, but Carlito is gonna try to figure it out so that we can all be in the same room and watching it at the same time. You should get in on that because Carlito hasn't seen it either. So me and Robert are basically the ones, like, pushing people to watch it. See? Gore. Yes. I didn't nap through any of the Fast and Furious movies. Dude, he just loves, like he has that dagger in his hand, just like stabbing me. I'm in NorCal right now. I'm in NorCal. It's very easy to forget because I've been everywhere. I started in so I was born in NorCal and was up here till I was like 8 or something. And then I moved to SoCal and I was down there till I was like 25, 26, 25, 26. And then I lived in Vegas until the past. So I moved out here 2022. So I've been out here for 2 years back in NorCal. So yeah, a big chunk was in SoCal and Vegas. I don't have any expectations of YouTube of myself for YouTube. I just like connecting with other humans over things. That's where I'm also at right now. It's just like I'm using it more as just since I don't know, finding people that are like-minded has been tough in real life. And I'm not trying to like bag on the people that I have met. Like they're great. I just don't connect with them on that same level. So yeah, I use this more of like a to me, I see it like as a better form of social media. Does that make sense? Because like social media feels like it's a lot more superficial. But at least with YouTube, you can go live with people or chat like we are now, and it just feels a little more real, you know? I don't know. It's the real time. Okay, Lady F, but tell me, have you not watched Fright Night because you think you won't like it, or just because you haven't gotten around to it? That is the question. K-pop, no, K-pop junkie are the. Oh, okay, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yes, that's what I remembered, and I was like, "Oh, shoot, she's going through this series, blank series, I don't remember." Um, and I was like, "I don't wanna, like, watch this because" but I remember thinking she was cool, though. Mm. Okay, to be fair, I should probably watch the rest of the Fast and Furious movies because 'cause I've only seen the first 3. Is that the movie? I thought that was the deal, right, Core? That you were gonna have me watch a movie that I was reluctant to see, and reluctant is putting it very lightly when it comes to the Fast and Furious films. Yay! Group watch party. Man, scary movies scare me. That's another thing that's been hard to find out here. People that actually like horror movies. I didn't think it would be that hard, like, but it's been tough. I just want, like I just want to go to movies with somebody that also enjoys horror. Is that so hard? I guess that's too much to ask for. No, I get that. I get that. You know, I've been watching horror since I was like 5 or something like that. So it doesn't hit me like that, but I love the craft of it. That is true. See, here's the thing, like, I get scared of real life stuff. So, like, true crime stuff is a like, I can watch it, but I that stuff traumatizes me. That stuff will keep me up at night because that stuff's real. Exactly. Moses Toy Box, what's going on? How are you? Good to see ya. Yeah, right? So I'd almost just rather I'd rather be on here than constantly posting on Instagram. But I get it. It's a lot more work. It is a lot more work to do the YouTube thing. What's up, Arsh? How you been? Yeah, I get that for Fright Night. It is there's there are definitely scary elements of it, but it's a lot of it's comedy though. It's a mixed genre. So it's kind of like the Evil Dead type of vibe. How was Dune? Just rewind. Just rewind. I'm not the best person to ask. It's just not my cup of tea, but I'm gonna watch the one from the 80s now. That's for sure. I saw the original Fright Night at the movies when it first came out for $1.50. Dang. I wish prices were still like that. That's crazy. Ah, Gore. Oh. K-pop loves horror. Oh, cool. I hope she lives near me so we could go watch movies together. Does she live in NorCal? Oh, didn't agree on a movie. Don't put yourself through the FF ordeal, which it might be for you. You can't go easy on me like that, Gore. I'm not going easy on you. See, okay, that's what doesn't make sense to me. You could be scared. You're scared of fake production. That it is crafted to elicit fear. I get that. But it's fake at the end of the day. True crime? Like, y'all, it's in the name. Like, that's what's creepy, dude. So you're talking more about like the jump scares, the suspense of it. A lot of people are. A lot of people are, and I'm finding that out. Like I'm because I swear I'm like really trying to find people that like horror out here. And I'm like, let me guess, you like true crime though. And they'll be like obsessed with true crime. And I'm just like, it doesn't make sense to me. But to each their own, you know? To each their own. Not not Gore the person. I get you. Well, he doesn't like gore a ton either. Or horror, I guess. Moses says, I know it's not horror, but have you started watching Shogun? No, I haven't. I've heard people mentioning it lately. How do you like it? Tell me about it. I mentioned Threads yesterday. This type of horror, which is possible. Yeah, see, stuff like that, that would probably creep me out a little more. Like, you know which one creeped me out too? That's technically it's more of like a sci-fi thriller. No, not sci-fi. It's more of like a psychological thriller. Jacob's Ladder. Like that one freaked me out when I saw it. And it has nothing to do with gore. It's more of the after effects of, you know, being at war and stuff. It's just like, you know, how the soldiers were treated. That stuff kills me. GMan, what's going on? We've been talking and talking about how much fun we had on your channel yesterday. It was such a blast. You guys, go check it out. Go check it out if you haven't. Dang it. All right. Well, if any of you all know anybody that likes horror in NorCal, hit me up. Let me know. I mean, I don't mind going to movies alone, but it sure is nice talking to someone about it afterwards. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was so fun. So fun. Nice left scene thread, you know, disturbing book or yeah. Threads is gonna keep me up at night for sure. Taylor Winder, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Just a chill evening that we're having here. Take a little sip. It's okay. You know? Which one is this? Oh, Jacob's Ladder. Yeah, Jacob's Ladder. That's a very underrated. Like I would still consider it horror, but I think it's more of a psychological thriller in my opinion. But yeah, it's that one's creepy. Nice, nice. Yeah, for sure. Yes. The Shogun. Is it a new version? Yeah, who was talking about it? Where'd they go? Moses, right? Moses was mentioned it. Tell us about Shogun. Somebody mentioned it yesterday on the stream, didn't they? GMan? So Disney Plus shows. The last one I seen was Ahsoka. That was kind of a disappointment to me, to be honest. Yeah, it's good, but that one scared me. Taylor says pure horror movies aren't really my jam. They just don't hold my attention. Same with slasher flicks. Wah wah. See, okay, where are my horror people at? Where are my horror people at? No, I get you. You know, teach their own. Teach their own. What's your favorite genre? The one currently is now 2024. There was one released in 1980 as well. I remember I've heard of the 1981, but I was curious if you. Oh, it's just coming out now, so you haven't seen it yet. You haven't seen. Is it like when is it being released or? Let's see, Shogun. Hulu. Mm, first episode was on the 27th. Gotcha. James. Oh, you're so funny, dude. I know, I know. I'm sorry. I was saying earlier, like, damn, I really scarred people for leaving for 2 years when I left for 2 years. Because now I feel like I'm gone for a little bit and everyone's like, "Oh, shit, she's gone again, like, for good this time? I hope not." Yeah. I should probably give more of a warning, right? Like, do a little video of like, "Hey, I'm gonna be gone." But the problem is it just happens, like, so fast, you know? I did know I was gonna be gone though. I think I did mention it. I mentioned it, but it wasn't like it was just in passing on one of my streams. But yeah, I had to go out to Arizona for the spring training prep. So I have a good excuse. Gotcha. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. Taylor says, I like thrillers, dramas, cheesy 80 action movies, dumb comedies, pretty much everything but horror. Why? Y'all want to kill me tonight. No pun intended. Oh, just trying to find my horror buddy soulmate. Like, really, that's what I'm trying to do. You know, it's just so hard. Like, it's just unreasonable to ask that of the universe. The last horror flick I saw was Jacob's wife. I thought you were cracking a joke. Oh. Good to the last act. I'll check it out. Yeah, GMan, you're right. GMan does love horror too. So, haha. But what I was saying, GMan, is like I need to find somebody here where I live so that we can go watch movies together. Because I need a horror movie buddy here. But we should definitely start doing the streams that you were talking about where we can all just kind of hang out and watch the movie. Oh, G-Man, now that you're here too, Lady F told us she hasn't seen Fright Night. So maybe she could be a part of the whole thing that we do with Carlito. That's if she wants to, because she doesn't like horror. But it's funny though. I'm like dropping popcorn all over the place. All good. I'll be better about it. I enjoyed Barbenheimer experience this past summer. I enjoyed both films for different reasons. I didn't see Barbie until way later, but I did enjoy it. Surprisingly, I didn't think I was going to, but I actually did. And then Oppenheimer, I also enjoyed, but I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would because I think it was just mostly my own expectations when it comes to Nolan. I guess I just like more of his sci-fi stuff at the end of the day, but I did like the movie. I thought it was good. This morning, read a short story about a German occupied Russian village and the execution of the Jewish community. Oui. The final scene where a 6-year-old girl covers the eyes of an old man. Oh man, that sounds intense. See, again, stuff like that kills me. Like, I can't. It's too real. I'm seeing the horror is devastating. Truly, though. I'm trying to figure out what horror I've seen recently. Nothing coming to mind. I was telling them earlier, I watched Psycho 2 for the first time ever. I haven't seen any of the sequels. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I was going to. I've not heard anything about it, but I have the set. And I was like, well, I might as well. So, yeah, it's like I don't know if those movies just go under the radar because the first one's such a classic. Nice. It's that was something interesting that you told us that you read in the mornings and it kind of starts your day off. I like that. I usually read at night. Maybe that's why I have trouble sleeping. Mhm. Oh, she would like that. What are you talking about? I was sick a few weeks back. Took the time to watch Reanimator. Oh, isn't it so good though? Oh, I love that one. You know what I always think of when I think of Reanimator 2? Isn't it like I want to know the story behind the music and like why it's Psycho's music, basically, the theme. Like, why is that? I want to like research that. Ugh, my StreamYard's acting funky. There it is. You're not letting anyone down, Lady F. It's just funny. It's just been a like a thing that we've been trying to crack down on people that haven't seen it. So we're like tag teaming it. The Fright Night Resistance. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Robert, are you hearing this? We have a name now. I'm dead. That's funny. Oh, you guys are killing me. Another one. Love it. Barbie, not my kind of bummer. Oh, yeah. I could see how it wouldn't be everyone's cup of tea for sure. Psycho 2 and 3 are surprisingly good. I know how in 2 he was only trying to be the good guy. Yeah. I think that's what I liked about it. It did get kind of soap opera-esque at some point where I was just like, "All right, they're doing too much with the storyline here or trying too hard." But yeah, for the most part, it was really good. It's really good. He's a good actor, Anthony Perkins. Barbie was good. It no, yeah, it definitely is well written. It was a percentages score after every stage award. Oh. Listen, go back and listen to it again. Did you rent it or you have it? If you have it, go back. It's the same score. It's weird. It's the whole brum, bum, brum, bum, bum, and the violin. You know what I'm talking about? It's probably a terrible reenactment. Love Reanimator. Yes, Reanimator's awesome. Fright Club. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. I like where your head's at, Taylor. I don't know if you were here when I finally got this Grell comic. Which Grell did you get? Oh, nice. That's awesome. That is too cool. I think you did show it to me. One time I hopped on, I was on your live stream chat and you showed it. I think. Or was that a different book? I'm trying to remember. But that's really cool. Yeah, Johnny, that's a book I've never owned that I've always wanted to, though. Oh, yeah, you said cheddar, that's right. So good. So good. Oh, there's a shirt I wanna order. That reminds me, on Instagram. Maybe I'll send it to you so you can see it. It's literally, like, super bright green. Oh, you know what? Let me show you something real quick. I'll be right back. Speaking of Reanimator. Okay, so the other day I went to, Half Price Books, which, James, you know all about. Um, and I found this baby DVD. Oh, yeah, look at that. Remember when they used to put effort into movie releases like this? I miss those days. But it comes with the syringe, and it's like a highlighter marker. And then look at this gorgeous artwork cover. Dude, these all DVD releases are so underrated. Look at that little poster. Wonder if it has the chapters in the back. Yeah. Yeah. And then it's the disc, the bonus material. Reanimator Resurrectus. But yeah, thought you would appreciate that since you just watched it. Let me put this back. Dude, now I feel like just watching horror movies tonight. What's new, right? Maybe I'll watch part 3 since Moses says that Psycho Part 3 is good as well. I'll probably check that out tonight, right after I hop off. Let's see. Taylor Winter's comment reminded me of something. I've seen Fight Club. It kind of rhymes with Fright Night. Does that count? That absolutely does not count. But I'm glad you've seen Fight Club. Fight Club. Oh yeah, I did show it to y'all. Remember? Yeah. You did show it. It's awesome though. I don't blame you for showing it. It's so cool. So cool. Mm-hmm. Oh, but the shirt. I'll send it to you later, James. But I gotta remember. I think I saved it on IG, but it's like it's that like highlighter green color. And it's a Reanimator shirt. I was just like, oh, I need that in my life. Hey Todd, what's going on? What's new with you? It's a shame. Half Price Books doesn't really pertain to how actually, you know, it's hit or miss. It's hit or miss. James finds the deals there. And that's the thing. You have to be kind of persistent and like you have to take your hunts seriously, you know? I like going for movies these days because I'm not trying to collect a bunch of comics right now, but um it sucks because now that I have half price books around me is when I'm not collecting. But for years, I would watch King of the Gold State do like hauls and stuff from half price books. I'd be like so like envious, like, damn, I wish I had one of those stores near me, but Vegas didn't have one. So I moved out here and now coincidentally I can't be collecting like I used to because of space issues. So yeah, because I'm in this like one bedroom place. Um, but yeah, it's kind of funny. But he finds good deals like all the time. So it's it's probably harder now. But back then, oh my god, it's like a gold mine. Have you seen From Beyond, JoJo? No, I haven't. I haven't. Okay, I'll check that out. Let me write that down. I'll write it down on my alien notes. What's it called? From Beyond. That sounds familiar. I'm old school like that. Gotta write it down. Ink. I was in HVV a while back, and they had a Stephen King book club edition copy of it priced as if it were a true first edition. I try to tell them how to determine these things. Yeah, I feel like again, it's hit or miss. There's definitely some egregious stuff too that you come across there when it comes to pricing, but yeah, it goes the other way too where it's like, "Oh shoot, this should be more or less. It's worth more." Later, James. All right, guys, that's about it for this live. Thank y'all for joining me. I had a great time as usual. I really just wanted to kind of, say hi, kind of, I know I had been gone for a bit there and I wanted to kind of tell you guys why and where we're at and things should be getting back to normal when it comes to like my content and putting out uh videos and stuff. But I will say end of April is probably when you'll see more content and more lives, and I'll also start selling stuff around that time. But for now, I'm going to keep it to lives for the rest of the month here and there. I'll do a horror one next, so you can look forward to another Hunger for Horror. And yeah, and go check out everybody on in the chat right now because they all have amazing channels, and we love to support our fellow YouTubers here in the comic book community. So yeah. Good night to you all. And Gore says, good to see you again. Yes, yes. Go check out the stream from yesterday because a bunch of lovely people just having a great time talking everything pop culture really and gore and just kind of appreciating certain people in the community and just the relationships that we all have made over the years. Like that's always important. So yeah, go check that show out. I'll leave a link down below after the stream. Okay. Later, guys. Take care. And hopefully I will do my next stream probably in about what's today? Sunday? I'll try to do one midweek, maybe Wednesday. All right. Later, guys.